Today we're gonna talk about peptides and why peptides are so important for your general health. They are one of the most powerful natural supplements and remedies that you can get. They are literally the building blocks, as you will see, of your system. And we are not gonna only talk about why peptides are so important, but also tell you what you have to pay attention to when you purchase peptides and recommend to you a unique line of peptides that is great for a bunch of very common conditions. So without further ado, let's learn more about the best peptides and the real way to holistic health. So let's kick this off by learning what peptides are. Proteins and peptides are both fundamental components of your cells that carry out important biological functions within your body. Proteins give cells their shape and they respond to signals that are transmitted from the extracellular environment. And certain types of peptides play key roles in regulating the activities of all the other molecules within the body. Structurally, proteins and peptides are very similar. They are made up of chains of amino acids that are held together by so-called peptide bonds, which are also called amide bonds. So what distinguishes a peptide from a protein? Well, the answer is very simple. Peptides are created by the polymerization of amino acids, a process in which amino acids are joined together in chains. Shorter strings of amino acids may be referred to as peptides, as you can see also in the picture on the right. The basic distinguishing factors are size, therefore, and structure. Peptides are smaller than proteins, and traditionally peptides are defined as molecules that consist of between 2 to 50 amino acids, whereas proteins are made up of 50 or more amino acids. In addition, peptides tend to be less well defined in structure than proteins, which can adopt very complex shapes known as secondary, tertiary, and quaternary structures, and functional distinctions may also be made between peptides and proteins. Peptides, however, may be subdivided into oligopeptides, which have few amino acids, so 2 to 20 amino acids, and polypeptides, which have many amino acids, up to 50. Proteins are formed from one or more polypeptides that are joined together, hence proteins essentially are very large peptides. So peptides are literally the building blocks of proteins. So why do peptides matter, I hear you ask? Well, because peptides are the building blocks of proteins, and the proteins are the building blocks of our entire body. Proteins are polymerized or combined peptides, and when you get sick, your proteins become mutated or structurally and biochemically altered. And when proteins become mutated, you must provide simultaneously the right energy, all the chemical components, as well as the information to correct the blueprint, so to speak. And you need for this specific minerals, vitamins, enzymes, amino acids, energy, as well as information. And peptides are precursors to the above mentioned components. When they are mixed in the right proportion and in the right composition, they carry the corrected information. Peptides are also natural products and thus must be correctly premixed, and your body can heal and correct and proliferate the right building blocks, which are the proteins, when you give it the right peptides in the right premix, of course.